so glad to have you here. And it's nice to have a small group and be able to really kind of engage with everybody. You've got your bags in front of you. In your bags, you will find a copy of your handbook, which you also get electronically. It's something that you can just refer to, or you can actually fill things out if you're the kind of person who needs to write things down, like a vision board or something, and that helps you actually achieve your goals. Go ahead and do that. You'll also find a sample meal plan. Some people love to be told what to do, and some people hate it. Use it if you like as a guide. You'll find a lot of other information in there that both Joan and Molly are going to walk you through here on the slides. So, first question, we've asked it before, most hands are going to go up. How many people have tried to diet or do a nutrition challenge before? Did you lose weight?
Yeah, well.
Did you keep it off? Okay, so that's the problem, right? A lot of people gain back more. In fact, 2/3 of people who do a diet or a challenge gain the weight back plus more because maybe it was too restrictive. It was saying don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, and do all of this really fast. But what we want to do is teach you some really healthy habits that are lifestyle changes that you can realistically do throughout your life. And you can still have those moments of celebration, but you know you have the tools in your head on how to live a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so this is a great way to kickstart our journey. We're going to be going a little faster because it's only 4 weeks, but it's going to be fun. You'll get an idea of how the habits build, and we are going to give you the accountability so that you're not part of that statistic of 2/3 of people who put weight back on. So we partner with HSN, that's Healthy Steps Nutrition, and you know, nutrition shouldn't be so complicated. We want to break it down to make it as simple as possible so that you can do it, you can share it with your families, and you're going to work on one habit at a time. Again, we're moving a little faster because we're going to do a different habit each week. The first week, you're going to do adding at least 1 cup of non-starchy veggies with both your lunch and your dinner. We're going to talk about what those are. Those we'll go over, and you'll have a food options guide to see what you're doing. Then normally, you would keep going on that habit until you make it a full-on habit, but we're going to go a little faster. So then week 2, you're going to move on to a different habit, which is going to incorporate protein with every meal and snack. Week 3, we're going to do the plate method, which Joan will tell you more about. And week 4, we're going to talk about hydration, and we're going to add the 8 ounces of water with every meal or snack that you have so that you're getting more fluids in. You should have all met with your coaches individually. I know that you're going to after, and gone over your whys on why you're here. Really think about that, why you're here. Yes, we all want to lose a little bit of weight. We all want to look better, but that's not really enough to keep you going. You need to think about why, and you've gone over that with your coaches. Try to get to the emotion of that so that you can really have the motivation to keep going. All right, we utilize the holistic approach here. This is not just about nutrition. We got all these things going on. Nutrition is a really big part. As Joan mentioned during our nutrition talk, it's 24 hours a day, right? But all these other things are really important too. And we need to work on those so that we have the healthy lifestyle that will keep us moving forward in the way that we want to be our healthiest self. So we're also going to have a mini challenge each week. Your coaches are going to remind you every Monday what your challenge or what your habit is for that week, which was, you know, do follow the plate method. You're also going to have a mini challenge each week, and your coaches are going to remind you what that is, and that's how we win our group prizes. Okay, if you can accomplish your things when Molly walks you through the app, if you can accomplish your things, you're getting points, and you're going to see on your dashboard your challenge, and it's going to create a leaderboard, and that's how we know who's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, and the objective of this is we want to help you understand, sorry for my technology fails, we want to help you understand how to set yourself up for success with this challenge. We want to find out what you need to start with first and learn how to utilize the tools that you have to support you on your journey. You're going to get some information each week on your app that you're going to watch these videos and learn things. Use these tools that you're getting in these 4 weeks. It's a fast challenge. I can tell you the last one we did, everybody lost something. They lost weight, they lost inches, they gained self-confidence. You're going to get a lot of information. Utilize this time to really soak it in, and I think that you're all going to be really successful. So we're so excited to work with you. Just remember to engage. Molly will talk more about that on the app, because we are doing this together, and when we have the support of each other, we're more likely to succeed as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Joan to get into the nitty-gritty of the stuff you're going to see in your.
So you just tap.
Yeah, but I'm having to
Tap
tap
more
on-
towards the middle
Of the
right
right.
of the
Okay.
screen.
Hi, how are everybody this morning? Okay, so basics of healthy habits. As Megan said, focusing on one thing at a time, one habit. Then we nail that habit, and then we can add something else, put something else on our plate. And there's a technique of layering your habits onto something that you already do, which makes it easier. For example, if one of your habits is to drink more water. So what do you do every day that you could, you get up in the morning, you go make coffee, you drink a glass of water. You sit down, you check your email, drink a glass of water, brush your teeth maybe, drink a glass of water. So that kind of thing you can do just to remind you, and it's something that you do, so that will become a habit as well. Okay. Whoopsie. Okay. So, there's 4 pillars that want to focus on for these daily habits. First one, and the biggest foundation, is nutrition. We're going to focus on one nutrition each week. You're going to be given, what she was reading, vegetables. So each week you're going to give something new for your nutrition. And the first week, the second week, you layer that on top of each other. And then they ask of you to do 30 plus minutes of exercise or movement of your choice. Coming to boot camp, walking, yoga, whatever, but you gotta get your body moving. And you need sleep. So 7+ hours of sleep is really what's best. And then we'd like you to practice 10+ minutes of some kind of stress management. Either a meditation or something as simple as a bubble bath, or a walk on the beach, just something whatever can make you, stress free, if that's possible. And then every day in the app, there'll be something that you can check off that you've done those 4 things. Okay. All right, so the principles behind this. Add more whole foods, focus on balance, and limit added sugars. So, the plate method. This little thing right here, and then you all are going to be getting one of these. But this is probably the easiest and most efficient way or method for improving your diet. It teaches you how to have balance between your proteins and your carbs and your fats and your. So what you do is half your plate is the non-starchy vegetables, protein on one, and starchy vegetables, and then make sure you add in some kind of healthy fat, whether it be if you cook with olive oil or a couple slices of avocado or some nuts and seeds, things like that. Or if you have fatty fishes and that kind of thing. And you're supposed to, they eat your veggies first, and then your protein, and then your starch. And if you're still hungry after that, go back for more non-starchy veggies. I keep forgetting. Well, here we go. Okay, now these are your protein sources that you'll have in your food source guide. There's 3 categories. We really like you to stay in the lean protein category. There's a ton of things up here. When you get into things like bacon, sausage, processed meats, those are things you really want to stay away from. Not only are they high in saturated fats, but they're just not good for your body. And something that's not on here is oh yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. There's salmon, because that, to me, that's probably one of the best fishes, and you can get your fats and your protein in. I probably eat salmon 4 to 5 days a week, times a week, sometimes twice, but because I keep it on hand all the time. Anyway, so that's that for you to go through. And then carbohydrates. Carbohydrates sometimes get a bad rep, but we need them. We need them for energy, but it's important to know the difference between the types of carbs, especially when you're trying to build a balanced diet. Okay, these are the starchy carbs. So you've got your low glycemic, middle line, and then high glycemic. What we really want to stay away from are the high glycemic. White flour and things with sugars are really bad, because white flour eventually turns to sugar in your body. That's why it's so high glycemic. So try and stay away from that kind of, this is what you only want, like a quarter of on your plates. And the non-starchy carbs, these are all great choices, and you could eat, I could eat these all day if you wanted to. But, so this gives you just a, an example of what, leafy greens are really good, spinach, kale. Try and stay away from iceberg lettuce, because there's no nutritional value on iceberg lettuce. Just one little tip. Okay, then we get into fats. What happened to the sugars? Okay, well, I'm going to back up.
It's the next one.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, never mind. My cards were okay. The fats. All right, these are the healthy fat choices, and just remember that fat in foods do not make you fat. It's just eating the right ones. You want to stay away from all the, hold on, olive oil, avocados, fatty fishes, nuts and seeds. Stay away from fried foods, that kind of thing, and you'd be okay. Okay, limiting the amount of sugar you consume. Sugars are everywhere. The American Heart Association recommends 25 grams of sugar for a woman, which is 6 teaspoons, and 36 for a man. And if you think about this, if you're drinking a 12-ounce soda, that has 39 grams of sugar in it. Cereals, breakfast cereals, usually up to about 16 grams of sugar per serving, which is a half a cup. And does anybody just eat a half a cup of cereal? You have to think about those things. And yogurt, flavored yogurts are high in sugar, so you really important to look at labels. And sugar is truly addicting. The average person eats 150 pounds of sugar a year. So it's a lot. So, okay, I have to go. All right, so sleep. There's no slide for sleep, but I wanted to talk about it because it's really important. You should track your sleep and try to get 7 to 9 hours. Sleep regulates your hormone levels, your blood sugar. It makes you feel good, gives you energy, helps you perform when you're working out. And so it's really important. And if you don't get enough sleep, your body's all out of whack. So you won't be able to lose weight or build muscle. So it's really important. And I know it's harder, like I have an issue as like the last 10 years with hormone levels and everything as I've gotten older to get proper sleep. But I feel so good when I do. And so that's something that really, so, okay. So if you create a nighttime routine before bed, this is what I do, kind of, sort of, and stay away from a TV or your phone at least an hour before you go to bed. Read, maybe take a warm shower, and that really helps relax your body. And if you take magnesium supplement, take it at night because it relaxes you before you go to sleep. So now, and lastly, we don't want to forget our non-scale victories. These are things that hopefully, if you keep up and are consistent through these 28 days, these things will happen. Better mood, increased energy, improved health, strength, inches, better sleep, and they're asking for you to share, I think every Friday, is it, that in the app, it's called Bright Spot Friday, and if you have any of these, and share it with everybody in the chat. And that's all I have. So if anybody has any questions after this, please ask me. Molly's gonna talk about the app.
All right. So I'm gonna talk a little about the app first, and then we'll pull our phones out, and I'll mirror my phone screen with the app up there as well, and kind of walk through it together. Okay, so HSN app, I think everybody has it downloaded. We are using this is like the hub for the challenge. Communication, group engagement, daily videos, as Meg mentioned, will be on there, and you'll be checking off your daily habits on there as well. This is super important, the daily habits. We've talked a lot about habits and consistency. I can't talk enough about the consistency of going in there every day and checking off that habit. If you're like me, it kind of feels good just to see that check mark on there. So really try to do that every day, even if it's before bed, well, an hour before bed. Pull out your phone and go ahead and check off those habits that you completed that day. And engagement. I feel wholeheartedly that engagement is key in these group challenges. I really think, if you're somebody that kind of thrives off camaraderie and cheering each other on and being cheered on, I think it's so important in the group, and I'll pull that up and show you in a few minutes. Engage and share with us your bright spots. If you had a bad day, tell us too, and everybody will pick you back up and get you back where you need to be. So engage in the group, stay consistent with your habits. Again, engage in the group. The most successful clients are engaged. Share pictures. If you're like, hey, I haven't worn these jeans in a while, show us. Recipes you may have made. And again, with the engagement and the habit checkoffs, you have a higher chance of winning some of the great prizes we have, which you can see all up here. We have some pretty cool sponsors and prizes. So stay consistent. Okay, so now I'm going to pull up my app here. That's not the right one. Okay, so my screen's gonna look a little different because this is as a trainer. It's a little different, kind of like a back office-ish. But if you guys go ahead and pull up your phone, open up the app, your homepage should look similar to this. So where it says Get Cat Fit Fall Challenge with the muscle, does everybody have that? So if you click on that, this is is like our wall, so to speak, if you're familiar with Facebook. This is where we will communicate. This is where you can, oh, awesome. So we already have some engagement. Yesterday, Meg posted her great groceries. We got some thumbs up. Peggy, who couldn't make it this morning, posted this awesome salad she made. So if everybody could go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, which is right here, just so we can see everybody's in there, knows what they're doing. So this is where we will all communicate. This is where you'll post your Bright Spot Friday. So that is where we will spend most of our time. Okay. I am gonna click real quick. So I'm gonna pull up Kat's page just to kind of show you guys. Okay.
Those are the things you're gonna do today to complete. So you went to the.
Is everybody,
kickoff.
this is like your stats where you'll track your habits, okay? So everybody can go ahead and click off complete the baseline workout, because we will be doing that if you haven't yet. And then you're all here, so click off attend kickoff seminar. Once you click that circle, you'll say completed, you get a little thumbs up. You started a new streak, because once you do that so many days in a row, it will celebrate you on here. You'll X out. Job. And click baseline. Good. Alright, so that's that. That's pretty simple. So that's every day. This is what you'll visit to click off those habits. Your coach, once they have met with you, if they have not yet, you may see your body stats in here, your weight, your photos, body fat, all that stuff. That's where we keep track of that. If you guys have a Fitbit, you can connect it to here. It will keep track of your workouts. It will keep track of your weight if you weigh yours. I don't know how, I don't have a Fitbit, so I'm not sure how it works. But that is something that does connect to the HSN app, just so you know. What else do I want to highlight on here? So private messaging with your coach. You will go to, I'm trying to figure out where that is on here. I'm gonna look at somebody else's screen because like I said, mine's a little different.
Yeah, the rocket ship will always take you back to your things to do today.
Can you hit that rocket ship for me? So that's where you are.
Maybe if I see.
Okay, see in the bottom right, there's a Get Cat Fit symbol.
Yes.
If you click on that, that's where you will private message your coach. So if you have something you only want to share with your coach, that's where you will message. So if you have questions or whatever, if you're having a bad day and you don't want the whole group to know anything, we are here for anything. Our phones get notified when one of our participants messages us. We try to check it often, and so you message us, and typically we'll hear back pretty soon, if at least by the end of the day. So that's where that is. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything to point out here. Does anybody have questions about the app? Yes.
I have one. So where it says at the top lifestyle and nutrition, and then it says complete your scheduled workout. So then.
Okay, so
here
the
it is.
lifestyle and nutrition, those are the daily videos that Megan talked about.
I just texted.
Those are great as well. So let me see if
So I didn't know.
And you get points for those too.
those are what you will get points for those. So when you click that off, like it'll take you to that screen where there's a video. It says your workout, but it's actually a video.
So that's not meant to be for your workout. it's
Correct.
meant to
So
be
you'll
for
watch the video, you'll check off that you did that, and it calls it a workout.
Got it.
Thank you for asking that, because I forgot about that. Now I'm gonna show you as the trainer view here. Still working, okay. So when I go into my fall challenge, I'm just gonna show you here. This is our leaderboard. So this is where we'll be able to keep track of everybody's habits they've clicked off, and those workouts that we just spoke of. This is where you'll get your points, and that's how you'll get the prizes. So the leaderboard is something new. I don't know if you guys see this or not. Do you know?
I'm thinking, and this is new for us, so if you click
on
this
that.
on the line
Yes, so you
logo,
guys,
they will be able to see.
so,
So
good.
they
So
can
you guys will be able to
encourage
track
each
who's
other.
in the lead.
So you see that, okay, Kat's
clicked it first,
leading,
I
even though she's not here because we're using her
'Cause I'm
as an
using her.
example. But you wanna beat Kat, so you need to get on, to hit your rocket ship, see what your things are to do today, and do those daily things.
Yes. And being here, checking off those, 2 things, you already got 2 points. Let's see what else.
That's a brand new feature, we're just using
That
it
is,
for the first time.
which is great for us. I highly recommend having notifications on for your app, just because when somebody posts in the group chat, you guys will get notified, just to kinda, so you don't forget about it. I know it's one more app and sometimes that can be a chore, but, it's important for this challenge, I think. Alright, so does everybody feel comfortable with the app going forward?
So everybody's just checking off whatever daily task is assigned,
Yes,
right?
so there'll be the habits on there, and then at the beginning of the week, those little mini challenges we talked about.
Right.
Those will be on there for you to check as well.
And the mini challenge won't show up until your Friday, because you have all week to do it. And then on Friday, you need to go in and click it. But your coach is gonna let you know every Monday what that mini
What it
challenge is. And you can always look ahead on your calendar to see what that is if you've forgotten. But
Do they
It's-
know where to find their calendar? They have the same calendar as,
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, so the calendar should be, let me just open
example,
it.
it's right next to the rocket
At the-
chat tree.
Yep. And see
Yeah.
the little button down here is your calendar.
here's
So
your
the rocket ship
calendar.
always takes you home.
You
Here's
can
your
look ahead.
calendar,
If you go to that
And you
calendar,
can look ahead to the Friday and see what you're doing, okay? So, and then
Yeah.
that's the individual messaging, and then if you
so
wanna go
Monday,
back
it's
to the
gonna
group
want you to
messaging,
watch this
you gotta
video.
hit that one.
Your
That's
veggies
like
are
the
added on
yes.
there, your stress management, your daily movement, so those are your everyday things that we wanna see. But then the habit we are adding on for this week is that 1+ cup of non-starchy veggies.
And I'm just gonna say, cause I set this up, and I'm not great with technology, but that first week habit, when you get to week 2, you're not gonna see that habit on your app anymore. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be doing it.
Correct.
You want to layer on that next habit. You should still be doing those veggies, even though you're not gonna have to click it off. But week 2, you've got a new thing you gotta start.
Exactly, so yeah,
so on the Monday morning, video to the clients, or to the, do we tell them what their,
You're gonna remind them what their what their
Daily,
habit
or
is for
weekly
that, their weekly habit, and you're gonna remind them of what their
Okay.
weekly mini challenge
Mini
is.
challenge.
So random, cause if you press that plus sign, like I guess it lets you log your sleep, your meals.
That's right. So,
Are we
for
using that at
example, when your coach met with you and did body stats, so we would have clicked body stats, and that's where we entered your weight and everything and your photos.
But we don't need to use that.
If you are somebody that you think meal tracking would help you, feel free to use this stuff. You can click meal and, yes, I can't do it because I'm not a client. But yeah, you can use all any tools that you think will help you be more successful.
Okay.
Feel free to use any of that. Some other cool things in here, if you could click on, go away. If you click on it doesn't like me anymore, but if you click on the little fork and knife at the bottom, you can attach meal plans if you've done meal planning.
I don't think we have.
We don't have fork and,
No,
well, I don't
okay,
have fork and knife.
then just ignore me then.
Yeah, that's a coach
You
thing.
can.
Mine's
Yeah.
a little different, okay.
That's if the coaches wanna
Right,
add, I
if we
think.
do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, so
things
let
are
me,
a little different, so we apologize.
let me get
But
back.
I mean, we do have a fork and that plus sign to take a picture of our meal.
Okay, then that's
So
what it
if
is,
that
yeah.
makes a
And,
difference.
and feel free to use
So you see
any
the
of
plus
those
sign
tools
here?
that you
Right
think will
above.
help you.
Okay.
You see how there's a meal icon?
Oh, yeah.
And then you can take a picture where you eat, I
I
guess.
see. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, voila. Oh, pardon.
Yeah, I'll let-
Sure.
Oh, should I send yes?
If you wanted that out to your camera.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. If everybody, any other questions? Good, okay. So, moving away from the app a little bit, so can I still eat my favorite foods? The thing about nutrition is it has to be sustainable, because like we said, 2/3 of the people are gonna gain all their weight back. So we're not gonna tell you you can never eat a piece of bread for the next 28 days, because it's just not sustainable. Make the right choice, eat the right things in moderation, but make it so it's something that is your lifestyle that you can sustain forever, so that you see those results and you hold on to those results. If you're at a birthday party and somebody's serving birthday cake, have a slice. The next day, just, be mindful that it happened, give yourself some grace, wake up the next day and start start over with your nutrition, your good nutrition. Let's say you're at an Italian restaurant and you want pasta. That's fine, have the pasta, but don't eat, you know, the Joey D's size pasta. Make it a quarter of your plate, still have your lean protein, still have your veggies. Okay, so what happens after the challenge? So of course, we want you to maintain whatever you see. We tell everybody, you probably answered this question with your coach. Where do you see yourself in 6 months, right? So this is only 28 days. We kind of want you to think 6 months down the road, where do I see myself? What do I need to do to get there and maintain what I'm seeing? Just making sure I'm not missing. So as far as the challenge, a lot of people move from these challenges into ongoing nutrition coaching with the coach you're working with. If you feel you grasped the foundation to maintain it yourself, then that's amazing, that's great. But what happens after the challenge is really based on what your goals are and how strong you think you are to maintain it going forward. But we're really trying to set the foundation for that healthy lifestyle for you. Okay, and win. So, prizes. We have weekly prizes, and then we have our grand prize at the end. So we had some really generous donations. Tropical Smoothie gave us 4 $10 gift cards and a $50 gift card. So the weekly will be the gift cards. We have gift cards from Miranda's Hair World, where it's where I get my hair done. She gave us this great product and gift cards, and then we've got the water bottles, hats, and Get Cat Fit swag. So there'll be some great prizes to run for. And with our group, we have enough prizes that we're like that perfect number where everybody's gonna win once, but not everybody's gonna win the grand prize. So, you know,
If you're clicking off your habits.
if you're clicking off the habits and doing all the things, and so if you're competitive, think about the great stuff you can win.
What's the grand prize?
So the grand prize is I believe it's the product, the $50 tropical smoothie.
There's also, she's got an additional gift card in with her product. It's
I believe it's
very nice.
$100
Yeah.
Hair World gift card with I also use this shampoo with this line of product.
Took the tropical smoothie, larger gift card, and some Get Cat Fit swag.
So you're getting like $350 worth of stuff for the grand prize, so it's some good stuff. Okay. Once again, challenge engagement. So we kind of went through this, but I really want to push it because it's really important. Completing your weekly goals, self-assessment. You know, take some time to think about how you're doing. You know, celebrate your wins. What else? Send pictures in the group chat. Share recipes. If somebody else shares something, you know, cheer them on. Give them a little emoji. Complete those mini challenges. All the things to make you have a successful challenge. And that's it. So, any questions? You guys feel like you're set up to go?
Yeah.
All right. Well, for those of you who still need to do your fit test, we'll do that. And if you need to meet with your coach, we'll do that as well. And we'll get you out of here.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn this off.